Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on with you? How you doing today? Hey, it is cold outside, man. Listen, I hope you are safe here in Eastern North Carolina, man. We got some winter weather. It's iced up today out there. I think it's snow. Yeah, it's snowing outside right now. And but I hope you're safe and you're warm wherever you are. And man, it's good to be in the heat, ain't it? It's good to be in the heat. Listen, I see y'all coming on. Hey, how y'all doing? Listen, hey, give me a shout out if you're joining in. Say something in the comment section. Let me know that you're out there, that you're warm, that you got some, nice cup of coffee, some soup or something just to keep everybody good today. Hey, what's going on? I see y'all jumping in there. Come on in there. Yeah, yeah. Listen, as you are on, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, I need you to let your business friends, managers, associates, entrepreneurs, CEOs, CFOs, OOs, whatever it is, man, tell them come on in and hang out with us on this icy day. It might be cold outside, but I got some fiery information I want to share with y'all today. Man, it's good. Listen, your kids are out of school. I know they're messing up your grocery bill. They've been out of school for 2 days, and I think they might even be out of school tomorrow. Way things are looking. Oh man, are y'all out of school tomorrow too? What? OMG, man. Y'all ain't gonna have no summer break. Oh man, so it's good to have y'all on, and I'm excited about it. As you're coming on again, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me. Listen, as you are connecting with people and texting folks and say, "Hey, Bishop TC's on, he's there," and I'm ready to share some great, exciting information with you. Man, it's just it's a lot going on. I'm just super excited uh, to be alive in this point in time, man. It's a lot happening. It's some good stuff happening too, and I believe some good stuff is happening for you as well. So as you're coming in and as you're joining in, I appreciate you taking the time out. Some of y'all probably just sitting there on the couch in a warm blanket, probably got your favorite Netflix show flying or whatever, and you just getting it in. Listen, I appreciate uh, for allowing me to come and hang out with you on your couch today. Get you some rest and enjoy yourself, man. Listen, because I'm telling you, now driving outside, I think it's kind of rough out there because I've looked outside and I see nothing but ice on the roads. And I don't care if you got two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, eight-wheel drive, ice does not know any type of drive because you will slide all over the place. So if you don't have to be out, don't go out, enjoy yourself, and listen, it's gonna melt. I believe it's gonna melt in time. It's gonna be a great weekend, and we're super excited about it. Listen, as we are coming on, I want to say to you, do you know it's already February the 20th, 2025? Time is absolutely flying. Time is flying. And I don't know how your 2025 started off, but I hope it started off amazing. I hope it started off well. And whether you made dedications to yourself, resolutions, and you talk to yourself, and you have kind of fell by the wayside, it's okay. Dust your knees off, get back up, start it again. I want 2025 to be the year of no excuses for you. I want 2025 to be the year of no excuses for you. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But you're graced for hard and you can do hard. Yeah, you heard me right. You are graced for hard and you can do hard. For those of you who are employees, for those of you who are employers, I want to tell you something that the psychology of the workforce in this 21st century is different from those who came up in the baby boomer generation, the builder generation, and even my generation, which is the X generation or the latchkey generation. What do you mean by the psychology of the workforce? Because in today's present day workforce, you got the majority of people from millennials on up now to Generation B, I think it is. beta that's coming out. The mentality of work is I work to live, but the mentality of those that came from the boomers and the builders and even my latter generation, it is we live to work. What does that really mean? That means that, people just go to work to get enough resources and enough income to go out and enjoy life and live life, travel, see the world, go eat at fancy restaurants, go catch a show, go do something that's, exciting. Live, live, go skiing, go on a island trip or something like that. So I just work enough to get enough of the bag to go enjoy myself. That's called working to live. But when you live to work, it's you wake up in the morning with the passion, with the drive and the desire. Doesn't mean that you don't take vacation, doesn't mean that you don't have a good time, but you want to make sure that the vision is carried out, the plan is seen all the way through. And then what you are doing is absolutely being an asset to those who are helping you do what you do. Now, when the mentality or the psychology of working to live is there, guess what? Then the commitment goes extremely low. And I forget what the study showed, but it says, like, I think my son's generation, I think it was Y and Z, I believe it is like they would have somewhere between like 25 to 30 jobs in their lifetime, because it's not about being committed to a particular profession or a particular company or a particular vision. It's about, listen, who can help me enjoy my life the best, who can pay me the most, who can help me take vacations the most. And so when you get those type of perks, people tend to go wherever. So retirement, it looks completely different today. I'm telling you, I don't see people working at a job for 40 years and retiring at 40% of their income because they work 40 hours a week. It's almost like now, because I don't want to go in the office on during the summer. I want to work outside. So they might leave North Carolina and move to Florida. And even though they got a degree or bachelor's in particular field of study, they might go down there and work in a bar because the bar has open doors to the beach and they just want to experience the beach. Forget vision, forget purpose. I just want to live. So I'm working to live. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Hey, everybody, I appreciate you. So, Surge Leadership Summit, if you don't know what that is, listen, this ain't fly by night. We have been around, Tierra, 8 years, right? 8 years. We've been around 8 years. I got my admin in the back room, so she's helping me with this information. We've been around 8 years. This will be the 8th year, and I'm super excited. And people ask me all the time, yes, I've been pastoring. This is my 22nd year pastoring. But what Surge Leadership Summit is, it's not church. It's not a church conference. It's not a church summit. It's not that. It is built around the business acumen of individuals, whether you're an employee or an employer or an entrepreneur or you live in the C suite. We have garnered the speakers and the content that will help you push not just your team, but also to the fulfillment of vision in your business or your company, or even as you climb the corporate ladder where you are. So I want to make sure I'm talking to those people. I'm just not talking to those who own a business or who own a corporation, but if you work for somebody, your purpose could be that you are the excellent number two to support the number one. And if that's your purpose, I'm telling you, you can live well and do well, and everything will be absolutely okay. I want to debunk the myth that everybody got to own a business, because everybody's not graced to own a business and everybody is not designed to be the number one. I want to say, do not pursue being a lousy number one when you have the gift to be an outstanding number two. Just remember that. Just remember that. I want you to understand that you don't have to pursue being a lousy number one when you are gifted to be an outstanding number two. And there's nothing wrong with it. Just like the screen says, I want 2025 to be a year of no excuses. Can somebody type that? Listen, don't be a lousy number one when you are gifted and graced to be an outstanding number two. Yeah, there it is right there on the screen. I want you to catch that. So that's why Sturge. exist. Listen, I'm a country boy, man. I was born in Greenville, North Carolina, raised up by way of Greenville Grimes, and hey, and my exposure, my predisposition was to jobs that was just working in the warehouse and driving forklifts, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's all I saw, and that's all I thought I could do and could be until I was exposed to something greater. Exposure was the greatest gift that I had ever received. And what do you mean by that, TC? I mean that once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. And throughout my childhood, there were little breadcrumbs and little signs to let me know that the gifting that I had was greater than the place that I grew up in. The gifting that I had was greater than the place that I grew up in. Because my mom used to take me around. I don't know, I told you I'm a 70s baby. She used to take me around and to people's houses, and I used to program their VCRs with the little dip switches. I don't know if y'all remember that. They like, now you just hit a button and record, but the little dip switches in the front that pick the day and the time. Because back then, everybody wanted to record their stories because everybody wanted to go to work. They had to get their guiding light, and as the world turns and the bold and the beautiful. I know some of y'all out there still watching stories. You ain't got to say, but I know you do. But anyway, and so it was just little things like that that would uh that would just pique my interest. And I just shared the other day in a message that my one of my first gifts as a kid was a computer called a Commodore 64 that didn't have a monitor but hooked up to the TV. And I learned how to type programs in the magazine that came with the Commodore 64. So it was little breadcrumbs like that. Even though as I became a young adult, I was on a forklift, but it wasn't fulfilling. And so when I got into the area of information technology, it was like I was in a honey hole. I never got formal training. I never got a degree or even a certification. But as I was taught and exposed to that world of information technology and networking, I caught on to it very easily. And by the time I left that career, I was a team lead. I led a team in the United States as well as in the UK, and I was a part of a 50,000 end user migration that I was blessed to be part of and to lead and to train a team of people in RTP to be able to go around and collect data so we can have a successful migration. That's what exposure did for me. But I didn't stop at exposure. I was exposed, then I was educated, and then I had the discipline to execute. I only want to talk to those people. I want to call you E3 people. I want to expose you. I want you to be educated, and then it's up to you to execute. It's not enough just to get the right information, but when are you going to implement the information you receive? That's why I want serious minded people to be in the room this year. It's going to be absolutely fire. It's going to be amazing. I wanted you to be exposed because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And then you learn what you see, you master it to the best of your ability, and then you go out and you execute. You go and do the doggone thing because you are a force in the earth that cannot be resisted. I need you to catch that. You are force in the earth that cannot be resisted. Mm. An opportunity cannot evade you for the one you prepare for. Let me say that again. Opportunity cannot evade you for the one that you prepare for. So that's what I want to get you to do. So listen, this year we're talking about our theme for Surge is committed. Committed. It's more than just an idea, but commitment is an internal protocol that is activated that fuels your passion and watch this, gives you the discipline for continued practice. I don't want to give you the whole thing. I want to give you the whole thing. Commitment is an internal protocol that fuels your passion and then gives you the discipline to continue to practice it. That's what commitment is. Commitment, watch this. Commitment, it gets the punk out of you. I need to put that on the screen. I need you to see that. Commitment gets the punk out of you because circumstances will try to punk you, situations will try to punk you. And for those of you, what would it mean by being punked? It will try to minimize you, your efforts, and what you're doing, and to get you to think that what you're doing, you're not good enough, and there's no value to what you're doing. But when you're committed, it gets the punk out of you and your situation. It gets the punk out of you and your situation. And listen, we are working on something for Surge 2025 that's going to be absolutely great. Tia, I want you to put on the screen so you can see how to be a part of this. I want you to put on the screen and see how you be a part of this. Listen, it doesn't get any better than this. All you got to do is go to searchsummit.org and registered. We got to set up. I think you can just pay like $37 and set up a plan today, and the rest. I mean, the registration is so low. You know, I almost feel like I'm being robbed, but it's not that, because I want you to walk away with greater use value than you invest in your cash value. Because I believe as long as that is the formula, then you will continue to excel in whatever you do. So March the 27th and 28th, we're going to be right here in the Emerald City, Greenville, North Carolina. And Surge is going to be held at Power Nation. We're going to have it in the intimate space because it's designed for intimacy. So listen, while you're talking to me, I need you, if you have not registered, I need you to go and register. But watch this. We are doing something the first time in Surge history. We are having a special VIP luncheon on the golf course. We're going to be at Ironwood Country Club. Ironwood Country Club. I told you I feel like I'm being robbed. Look at this. This is a $399 value that we're only giving away for $50. We're going to be at the golf course, at the clubhouse, and we're going to be sitting there with some of my exclusive guests, and we're going to have wonderful lunch, but we're also going to have tremendous conversation, because sometimes the gift is just getting in the room. Sometimes the gift is just being in the room, because you might not have the right words to say, you might not have the right questions, but just being exposed to something bigger. I remember I went to a conference one time, and the first time I went to the conference, it was in such a massive building. And I just stood there and I looked around and I was so overwhelmed. But something in my head says, TC, you can do this. Now, I didn't know how it was put together. I didn't know what type of team it took. I didn't know what type of insurance policies were required to have an event of that magnitude. I didn't know what the security detail was like. I didn't know what the budget was like. I didn't know what the vendors were like. I didn't know any of that. But just seeing it, you know what, TC, you can do this. And sometimes the only thing you need to do is see and hear the right information. I'm talking to somebody, and I'm telling you. So listen, the VIP luncheon, $50 on Ironwood at Ironwood Country Club. We're going to be in the clubhouse, and we're going to be overlooking, I believe, the 18th hole. Because I want you to understand something, that business and life and leading people, the first thing you got to have, just like the golf game, is you got to have a drive. You got to have an internal force that keeps spinning and churning when difficulty and challenges and naysayers arise. And even when you become your own worst enemy, that drive has to turn over and over and over again. I want you to be in the room. T, I throw it back to that one more time. This thing is a $399 value. But because I believe there's somebody out there that just needs to hear it, that just needs to see it. It's like walking through a model home. If you've ever built a home before, you drive through the neighborhood and you see the homes. But when you pull up in front of that model home and you walk through it, you begin to get ideas. You begin to see yourself cooking in the kitchen, sitting in the den, entertaining guests in the formal dining room, sitting in your jacuzzi tub in the master suite, seeing your kids run down the other end of the hallway to their place of businesses and in their bedroom. You begin to see yourself. How are you going to organize your shoes in the walk-in closet because you walk through the model? That's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing. I want to prepare a model for you to walk through. So when you leave, you can see yourself already winning, already thriving, already succeeding, and moving up the corporate ladder of success. And you can fulfill the God-given purpose in your life as it relates to business, marketplace, or even ministry. That's what it is. Just secure your seat. Just secure your seat. www.surgesummit.org. And if you've already registered, you can add it on for this price for $50. There's less than 20 seats. Less than 20 seats. That's how intimate this is going to be. Less than 20 seats. And see, it's just not me going to be in the room. We got wonderful partners. I think here we got a picture of Josh Lewis, who is the president and CEO of Greenville ENC Alliance. He's going to be a special guest there at the luncheon. He's going to talk about the local economy and the impact of what's going on first here in Greenville NC, and then how the state actually comes alongside, and how the state economy affects the local economy. It's going to be some great information, and not just he's going to be there. It's going to be some other people in the room, but he's one of the guests that's going to be there. So listen, I want to get you into the room with ocean liners because I believe that the lake you're swimming in is too small. It's time to get you out of the lake, and it's time to get you to an access point where you can go into the ocean of purpose and power. That's the goal. That's the plan. $50. That's all it takes. But listen, that's just the start of it. Is the luncheon? That's it. That's at the golf course, Ironwood Country Club at 12 o'clock on the 27th. And then we're gonna open it up. I'm taking y'all through the day. We're gonna open it up with a wonderful reception. Listen, one of our corporate sponsors, Bailey's Fine Jewelry. Oh, Bailey's Fine Jewelry, whose corporate headquarters are in Raleigh, North Carolina. They have several locations here in North Carolina and even one out in Los Angeles, California. I've been honored to be able to speak to their entire company and all of their employees for 3 days. They brought me in a couple years ago. Wonderful people, but they've been on board with Surge ever since they stepped into the room. So guess what they're doing? They're taking our reception into their location right here in Greenville. They remodeled their Greenville location. It is excellent. It is wonderful. And that night at 6 o'clock, we're coming and we're going to be there and we're going to have a time of networking and meet and greeting right there in that wonderful, wonderful place there at Bailey's Fine Jewelry. It's going to be so awesome because can I tell you something? Uh, there's some hidden gems. So it's not coincidence that we're going to be meeting in a place where gems are sold and exchanged. Because you know what? When a person gives another person a diamond, more likely when a man gives a woman a diamond, it's a statement piece. It ain't just something that I'm just doing just to be doing just because. It's more than transactional. It becomes relational. So amongst all of the diamonds and the gems that we're going to be meeting at, I want you to understand the hand that you shake, it's going to be more than transactional. It's going to be relational. That's what the night is going to start with Thursday night. We're going to open it with that luncheon at the golf course, and then we're going to continue with the reception at 6 o'clock at Bailey's Fine Jewelry. And then Friday morning, that's when it kicks into gear. That's when the session begins. 8:30, we're going to come in, we're going to get settled. And let me tell you something. If you're registered, do not be late. You want to be there at 8:30 because you don't want to miss the opening of Surge Leadership Summit that Friday. Um, I'll be opening up the session, and I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be, but it's going to be absolutely wonderful. But listen, I need you to know who going to be with me, who the crew that I'm bringing with me to Surge this year. Listen, Dr. Virginia Hardy is one of my presenters this year. Phenomenal, phenomenal professional career woman, especially in the context of higher learning and higher education. Ladies, we heard you. I heard the women in the room say, we want to hear from a woman that's killing the game. Well, I got you one. Dr. Virginia Hardy. She spoke with me. She's excited and she's ready to go. She's going to be in the room. She's got a session prepared for you ladies to let you know, listen, women can run things too. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, she's going to be in the room. And then my good friend, listen, financial literacy, speaking about financial freedom, talking about how to come from the street, how to come from the struggle to success. Listen, Leon Howard, aka the Wall Street Trapper, is coming to Greenville, North Carolina for the first time. And guess who got him in Greenville? Surge Leadership Summit. His session by itself is worth the price of admission. I told y'all we kind of giving this away. Ah, Leon is absolutely a phenomenon when it comes to finances and breaking it down and letting the everyday person know that you too can be financially successful. And he got some business tools. I mean, he built his team. His team is crazy. I've met them, and I'm telling you, they are go-getters, and I can't wait for them to grace the stage so y'all can see them. Y'all ever heard it? Josh Lewis gonna be there with us at the luncheon. Dr. Virginia Hart is gonna be with us that Friday. Listen, these are game changers. And then the Wall Street Trapper, Leon Howard, is gonna be with us at Surge Leadership Summit 2025. It's gonna be amazing. That's my dream team for 2025. I don't know if I don't know if you're moving while you hear me talk, but listen, if you ain't registering, get to the registration form now. If you got me on the phone, listen, I don't mind you just dropping off for a minute, going and getting registered and coming back. I want to see somebody. Listen, I got something special for two people that if you put in the chat, if you say you register online for the summit, I got something for you. If you got, but you got to register while I'm talking to you now. If two people has registered while I'm online right now live, I need you to put that I've registered because then Tierra gonna verify that you registered, and I got something for you right now in this moment that you registering for Surge. I'm telling you, if you register right now, I'll tell you I got something for you. But you gotta let me know that hey TC, I've registered. I'm up here. Let me know, and we're gonna verify, and we're gonna take. And I got something for you. I got the gift of giving right now. I want to enhance your Surge experience. So who, if you watching and you going online and you registering right now, I want to see you register. I got something for you. I got something for you. I'm here. Listen, it's ice outside, so you ain't got to rush nowhere. You ain't got to rush nowhere. And I'm telling you, it is worth it. No, you already registered. You do not qualify. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm talking about the new people who register right now. If you jump online, because because there's a window of opportunity. I got something for you right now if you register while I'm live talking to you right now. Listen, I'm not trying to be a salesman. I'm not trying to sell you anything. But what I'm trying to do is I want to expose you to something greater. I'm not trying to give you a fish. I want to teach you to fish so you've never had to ask for my croaker or spot or trout again. And I don't even eat seafood, so it's probably kind of bad now. Woo! All right. I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see. Listen, so we up here. And like I said, if you register while I am online right now, put it in the comments that I have registered while you were talking. My admin is going to check on the background that you registered, and I'm going to enhance your experience live right now online while everybody's listening and talking. So anyway, let me continue to move. So that's what the day is going to look like. So we do have VIP registration. Again, this VIP registration includes your luncheon, but then it also includes the summit and all the sessions. And here it is. It's going to include preferred seating too. Preferred seating, as well as a wonderful VIP gift. We're gonna treat our VIPs well. So you'll get a wonderful VIP gift. Deborah Taylor, yeah, the individual registration. So if you do the individual registration, that's what I'm talking about. If you do any form of registration, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to enhance your search experience. So if you're doing the individual registration, if you do I think it's the team of two registration, and then here it is. If you want to bring your whole team, good God, bring your whole team. I mean, you can't beat the whole team registration. I think that price is like ridiculously low. That's a team of five. Because when you bring your whole team, it's just like if you know how to cook on the grill, when you like one charcoal, and if you just put that charcoal up by itself, it's just gonna catch on fire by itself and not be hot enough to cook anything. But if you take that one coal and you put it in the place in the proximity of other ones, the other ones catch on fire too, and the heat gets so hot you can cook anything. That's how it is when you have your whole team with you and you bring your team into the room. If you can't bring your whole team, at least bring those who are in vital positions and vital roles. And I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. Listen, while I'm talking, y'all could be texting people. Say, listen, I'm telling you, TC's on the line, Bishop is on the line, and I'm trying to give away something to you. So I'm only going to be up here for a few more minutes, man. And I just want, because I was supposed to be on the news today. I was supposed to be on the news today and to talk about Surge. But I said, you know what? Because I can't get to the news station, let me just hit up this live and let me create my own news broadcast for a moment and hit y'all, and so y'all can know what's up, what's going on, and these wonderful things. So again, if you register while I'm talking online right now, you only have about 4 more minutes to do it, and then I'm out of here, man. I want to enjoy my little snow day myself. But listen, you only got about 4 more minutes to do that because I wanna enhance your experience personally while I'm talking to you to let you know what I'm gonna do for you because you took advantage of this particular moment and this opportunity. It's a window and it's closing, so you probably got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and then we're gonna move on from here. So anyway, again, Tierra, let's throw those people back in there again. So again, we got Josh Lewis. I want to remind y'all, we got Josh Lewis. He is the CEO of Green with ENC Alliance. He's going to be with us. And then you got, first of all, you got yours truly, myself. You don't need a picture of me. I'll be there. But she threw it up there anyway. Go ahead, Tierra, put it back up there. So yeah. So here it is. I want to be exposure. I want to educate you so you can execute and then excel. So I'll be there. Then there's Josh Lewis, I've already mentioned. Then there's going to be Dr. Virginia Hardy there, and wonderful. She is great. She was, I think, was the vice chancellor of East Carolina University, I believe she was, and but she's doing some wonderful things now for ECU Health, and so we're excited to have her with us. And then we got Leon Howard, the Wall Street Trapper, is going to be with us as well. Man, I want to be in the room. Now, Vaniqua, did you just register? Ashton registered, Vaniqua? He just registered today? Did Ashton just registered like while I'm talking? Okay. Okay. Tierra say, yep. Ashton, here it is, buddy. Let me tell you what. You just got upgraded to the VIP experience. That's right. You coming to lunch with me on the golf course at Ironwood Country Club to be with me and my special guest and the room full of all other invited guests. You gonna be there. I just gave you almost $400 because you took the opportunity to seize it and you there. So Ashton, congratulations, sir. Congratulations. You got VIP. You're gonna have VIP seating. You got a special VIP gift. You got the VIP luncheon, and so I'm excited to have you with us, Ashton. Yeah. So listen. All right. I think you got about a minute and a half. Is there anybody else? I said the first two. That's the one. So I only got one more. Only got one more that I want to give that value to, man. I'm telling you. I am telling you, it is a game changer. It is life changing. It will do something to you because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And you say, what does that mean? I've told this story before. The first time I flew first class, I was upgraded coming back from the British Virgin Islands back into the US. And when I got first class, I was like, man, they gave me like the warm lemon towel and saying Mr. Daniels and the big plush seat and stuff and the big screen with the TV. I was like, man, this is nice. But the next time I got on the plane, I was in comfort. And I walked past that first class seat, and man, it was like I was sick to my stomach. And I said to myself, I ain't gonna never do that again. I'm gonna do what it takes to keep that experience going in my life. Because once you experience it, it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back. It's hard to go back. So anyway, y'all, I think you got about 30 seconds, and listen, we gonna move on. I'm gonna let you enjoy your day. All you got to do is go to www.surgesummit.org and register. It's March the 27th and the 28th. That is a Thursday and a Friday. And we're not doing the weekends. We don't do businesses on the weekend. We do business during the week. So I'm super excited about it. So anyway, uh, that's what I want to come on live with you and talk to you about. Surge Leadership Summit 2025. And if you've already registered, encourage somebody else. Listen, because we're looking forward to the having a wonderful, wonderful time at Surge Leadership Summit right here in Greenville, North Carolina. I call it Greenville, East Carolina, East. The what is it? What I call it? The East Coast best kept secret. Yeah, that's what I call it. And we're gonna be right there, gateway to the city. It's gonna be phenomenal. Yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. So listen, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out with me on this icy, snowy day. Now listen, go back to your regularly scheduled programs, whatever that may be, and don't go out there and eat all that sugar. Let me tell you what dedication does. Even though I couldn't get out to the gym today, oh, I went in my home gym and got it in. I did a 5K and got it in. Yeah, yeah, got it in. I told you 2025 needs to be the year of no excuses. Because you know what the old saying is? People do exactly what they want to do. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all have a great day. Thank you for hanging out with me. I look forward to seeing y'all at Surge next month. It's gonna be an awesome time. And I'm telling you, you will never be the same afterwards. All right, listen, you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Remember, www.surgesummit.org. All right, have a good one.